let's talk about how I manage technology. The question comes, how do you manage technology if everybody's on something different? So, number one, how do kids get devices? So, I have a student job system. Um, and so, one of the student jobs is a tech assistant. This person is responsible for giving out iPads during synchronous activities. But during asynchronous activities, meaning everybody's on different things, each student is given a number at the beginning of the year, 1 through 30, 1 through 40, whatever floats your boat. And that number will coincide with the numbers that are on the iPads. And so usually they're required to get the iPad that coincides with their number, but most of the time, my tech assistant is going to give them that iPad at the beginning of the class. Or another option is to number your chairs and put the iPads or devices or whatever you have in the chairs based on that number so that they're automatically in their seats. But I prefer the tech assistant because they're monitoring things continuously. The next question is off-task behavior. What do you do when a student gets off task? And it's going to happen. So my number one go-to is a refusal to work form, shown here. That form is what my student fills out when they refuse to work or they're not on task. When they fill that out, I send it to the parent. 99% of the time, that student is not going to fill that out because they know I'm going to send it home to their parent. So they're going to end up doing something. Maybe not all you want them to do, but something. The next step is most of my students are grouped. They're in a group. So their group will lose points. Even if that's just one person doing something, the whole group loses points. And those points are, every day I give them a gift or a prize for the table that has the most points. Most of the time it's something simple like a fruity or something, but the kids want it. The next option is a phone call home. Hey, I'm having an issue with student A. Can you help me out? Can you talk to them? I like to come at the parent I need your help. Please help me. Not, hey, your kid's not doing such and such. But instead, hey, student A is really struggling today. They can't seem to get any work done. I've done X, Y, and Z. Could you talk to them? Maybe you could help me out. Most of the time, they were like, oh, yeah, I can help you out. How do you charge devices? So, again, my tech assistant makes sure devices are charging during the last 5 minutes of the last class of the day. So, let's say my last class is 7 period. Then my tech assistant for 7 period, it's their job to remember that, okay, it's 2:55, school gets out at 3 o'clock. Let me get all the devices up. And they choose how they want to do that. If they want students to hand them to them, if they want to pick them up, it's up to them. And last but not least, how do I deal with digital citizenship? Mainly, I do a lot of online discussions because I teach social studies, so we're always arguing over something. Hey, what would have happened if we didn't drop the bomb on Hiroshima and Nagasaki? Hey, how do you think Roe versus Wade has affected, abortions in the African American community? Something like that. So a lot of times students disagree a lot, especially in the last election. And so I try to teach digital citizenship through our online discussions. Okay, you disagree with such and such. Well, you can't say student A is a cootie head. You have to, I try to teach them how to disagree in a positive way, to state their opinion with some facts. So they're learning to disagree in a positive way. And I've also been teaching them, hey, if you've stated your opinion and you've given facts and they don't see your point, then you just have to move on. That's how I deal with managing technology. Hopefully you learned something in this video. Feel free to reach out via Instagram or Facebook and let me know. Bye!